Advances in microscopy over the last century have provided us with an unprecedented view of tiny things in our world that our naked eyes cannot even begin to comprehend. Scanning electron microscopy in particular has given us some striking images over the years to tantalize our visual senses. Here is a collection of awesome electron microscope images of a variety of different things to give you an idea of the incredible detail that electron microscopes can provide. Leeches attach themselves to the skin using suckers and create a wound with their 3 sharp jaw plates. Their saliva contains hyaridin, a chemical which prevents the blood from clotting. A compact disc surface. A CD is a plastic disc that is etched or pressed with a series of fine depressions representing the digitized audio or musical signal. A very thin layer of metal is used to coat this surface, including the depressions, so that the laser light can be reflected. Another thin layer of plastic overlies the metal surface for protection. Beef steak. A marigold flower. Wood lice are terrestrial crustaceans that require damp conditions in order to breathe properly. They feed on dead wood and plants, performing a vital role in the decay cycle. Small seeds like this snapdragon seed often have very roughly textured seed coats or testers. The ridges and craters are produced by outgrowths of the integument or outer skin of the ovule. Their purpose is to trap small particles of soil so that when the seed falls to the ground it is anchored and can germinate in security without being blown away. Indium gallium nitride is a semiconductor material made of a mixture of gallium nitride and indium nitride. It is the light emitting layer in modern blue and green LEDs and often grown on a gallium nitride buffer on a transparent substrate. It has a high heat capacity and its sensitivity to ionizing radiation is low, making it also a potentially suitable material for solar voltaic devices, specifically for arrays for satellites. Mosquitoes have small hooks along their legs that allow them to latch onto skin and hairy pads that allow them to adhere to the walls. Up close, it's not so surprising that these features look like the teeth and tongues of some kind of demon hydra. An apple. These are kidney glomeruli capillaries in red and the larger blood vessels supplying them with blood. Glomeruli are found in the kidneys. The core of a glomerulus is a tightly coiled balls of capillaries, the smallest blood vessels. The permeable capillary walls allow substances carried in the blood to be exchanged with the surrounding tissues. Each kidney has hundreds of glomeruli that filter toxic waste from the blood. The resulting waste fluid drains to the bladder as urine. Spinoloricus sinjae is the first animal species described that does not require oxygen at any point during its life. The species, along with 2 other newly discovered species, were found in the sediment at the bottom of the anoxic Mediterranean Sea. The species' cellular innards appear to be adapted to a zero oxygen life. Their mitochondria appear to act as hydrogenosomes, organelles which provide energy in some anaerobic single-celled creatures. The ink on this ballpoint pen tip almost looks like a gentle watercolor painting. But if you've ever had a pen explode on you, you know that the ink is incredibly dense. An Oreo cookie. cannabis, also known as marijuana. The bloodworm is the freshwater larva of a midge. It is able to live in stagnant water and muddy pools because the hemoglobin in its body helps to absorb what little oxygen there is. It is also this hemoglobin which leads to the red color from which the larva gains its common name. It is also used in fishing as bait. Aspirin is a non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug. It's taken for its pain-killing properties, and it also helps to reduce fevers. It can also reduce blood clotting and is used to treat heart attack patients and those at risk of a stroke. Delphinium peregrinum seed structures have evolved as adaptations to wind dispersal. Their incredible structure and sophistication is only revealed at high magnification. A Romanesco broccoli. Yersinia pestis bacteria in yellow on the spines of an oriental rat flea. This gram-negative bacteria is the causative agent of bubonic plague, the Black Death. Fish scales look like human fingerprints up close. This image shows the solar panel surface and highlights the pyramidal structures that help trap light and reduce reflection. Photovoltaic researchers are seeking ways to optimize the texture of these surfaces since the shape, size, and uniformity of the pyramids affect optical reflectance and energy capture. A red cabbage. The tomato leaf that is normally discarded when slicing a tomato is actually composed of a stunning and elaborate design. A close-up of a wheel bug's head. An open drug delivery capsule showing the drug particles inside. The outer blue layer has an enteric coating that resists being digested by the stomach. When it reaches the small intestine, the coating breaks down and releases the drug particles inside. This allows the drug to be delivered to the correct part of the intestine. Microparticle delivery systems such as this are used to treat conditions such as Crohn's disease. Two images of the same snow crystal viewed through a light microscope on the left and a scanning electron microscope on the right. Volcanic ash has fundamentally different properties from normal combustion-driven ash. Volcanic ash cannot be washed off but must be gathered and swept up as it is made of insoluble minerals, rocks, and gases formed at the magma-atmosphere interface. A soybean cyst nematode. A tungsten carbide is a chemical compound that contains equal parts of tungsten and carbon atoms. A skeletal or striated muscle fiber consists of a bundle of small fibers called myofibrils, which are crossed by transverse tubules that mark the division of the myofibrils into contractile units called sarcomeres. Skeletal muscle is under conscious control of the brain. A suture in a dog's skin wound. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe.